Takahashi from VentureBeat. I'm here with Jessica Chobot from Nerdist.News and Nerdist.com. And we're here at CES, and I'm wondering what you've seen here that's interesting to you.
Well, I've been checking out mostly the game stuff. So obviously the Razer OS VR, the open source that they have for virtual reality, really, really cool. I think we're going to see a lot of neat indie stuff come out of that. It was super affordable too, at like $200. So I think that's a step in the right direction, kind of opening that up to everybody. That being said, the big shocker for me was the fact that Samsung and Sony made a deal to have PlayStation Now integrated in all of the 2015 Samsung smart TVs, which I think is pretty cool. I think it's smart on Sony's part. I think they might be grabbing after a new demographic, maybe those people like my father who kind of play games every once in a while but don't really want to spend a lot of money on a console or a gaming PC, you know, but they do like having good television, so they'll be more willing to buy something knowing that that's already included. A lot of Sony news because unbeknownst to me, since it's been about 3 or 4 years since I've been here, I had no idea until I showed up that Microsoft doesn't come here anymore. So that was shocking. So I've been focusing on the Sony stuff. And
I saw them with a little table actually selling Surface tablets.
I'm sorry, what?
I saw them with a little table where they had some Surface tablets. It's like,
oh, really?
2 people from Microsoft came or something.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, I mean, I was shocked. I mean, it was totally a surprising void. So, you know, but that actually makes it easier for me to kind of update myself on a lot of the Sony news. You know, they had the announcement of the PlayStation Now subscription service, which I think is what, like, I'm guessing off the top of my head, but I think it was like 1 month for $20 and like 3 months for like, what was it, $45, something like that.
So there's a lot of non-tech or non-gaming tech stuff. Like, did you have any sort of favorites in the like Internet of Things area?
I have two things that I thought were really cool. One was Intel's Smart Spider dress. It's the 3D printed dress that this girl wears, and they have a respiratory band around her chest, which monitors her breathing pattern. And based off of her breathing pattern, how fast or slow it is, or how calm she is, the retractable spider legs pulse based off of that. It's really cool. And then it also, I think it has a sensor that can tell when you're invading her personal space. So if you walk towards her super fast or get close to her really quickly, it lashes out at you. And the whole thing's built up, well, not the whole thing, but the whole exoskeleton part of it is built out of a 3D printer model. So that's just awesome. And it actually looked really pretty. Like, it wasn't just this weird clunky thing. It looked, I mean, I'm not going to go to, you know, run around to a bar with it on, but it's a step in the right direction. It's neat. And then the other thing I saw...
Good for people with a paparazzi problem.
Yes, exactly. Just whoop, or just coming to, you know, CES and wanting to get through the halls. And then the other really cool thing I saw was, what was it? Oh, Panasonic Beauty. It's the girl in me. I think it's a neat idea. I think it's super fun. It's a smart mirror that Panasonic has that lets you try on different types of makeup and facial hair. So if I wanted to grow a mustache, I could find out what it looked like on this smart mirror. And I just think it's a neat idea. I mean, I don't know about you, but I used some of those beauty apps that you can find to try on different hairstyles or different types of like makeup, so I know kind of what it might look like before I dedicate myself to it. And I just think it's neat to have that actually built into something that you have in your home.
Yeah, I like all these things, but like the only time it feels weird to me is when you put the price tag on it and say like, do you want this $250 pet feeder, or do you want this $6,000 Lamborghini smartphone? You know?
Yeah, some of it's obviously showing off. The pricing doesn't throw me off. The one thing that I get a little overwhelmed with at this show, especially the theme of this show specifically, is the Internet of Everything. I don't necessarily think we need an Internet of Everything. I already feel like I am a little overly connected as it is. I can't imagine having literally everything that I do connected in some way to that electronic web-based world. It's a little too much for me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's really interesting. I just think we're going to end up with a lot of gadgets we don't need.
Yeah. Well, you got to get out of this place.
Yeah, right? Like Belty, the belt that measures your waist size. Yeah, no thank you. I'm fully aware of what my waist looks like every time I look in the mirror. I don't need a belt to tell me how much I'm aging.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.